Organization. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, organization plays a key role in your life. It can be found in your daily routines, in your mess of a bedroom, or behind the curtains of your mind. So like what? The girl's gone for like 2 years and organization is all she can come up with? Lame. Yes. Let me explain. When you wake up in the morning, whether it is Wednesday or Saturday, between you and I, it's not like there's a real difference recently anyway. You have a schedule to follow. School starts at 8 or work at 9, or you simply want to do something with your life and, I don't know, wash that dirty stove of yours. And no matter what your day has in store for you, you need to be ready for it. Organization is something that I can be finally proud to talk about, seeing as now I feel like I'm in control of my life. 2 years ago, I was living in filth in my mind. The overlaying layers of stress accumulating like dust on my shelves, the deadlines leaving me in tears, and that giant boulder that is responsibility simply crushing me. It was too much. So, like my tea recommended, I started visiting an ergotherapist. She helped me get my life in order, and today I'm here to share her wisdom. The first thing I noticed when one wishes to become organized is that sometimes someone else's methods might not work out for you. And that's okay, because we all have different ways of getting through the day. The first thing I noticed when one wishes to become organized is that sometimes someone else's methods might not work out for you. I know people who just wing it randomly and they come out on top just fine. That was me in high school. However, when I first started Cégep, I hit a wall. I really hit a wall, like I hit a fucking wall, and that hurt. So, like any decent humans on the verge of tears, with a yearning to get better, I, against everything I stand for, thanks pride, asked for help. My mom tried giving me her tips, her methods, and her ways, and I really appreciate it. But her way of being organized was not working for me. Keeping a paper calendar with all my appointments and exams and work schedule, or simply creating alarms on my phone as a reminder, wasn't working for me. It just left me more stressed. This ergotherapist helped me get my life in order, but rather than shoving her tips down my throat, she encouraged me to develop my own, and it worked. As a result, I adopted an artificial intelligence that I linked with a bunch of my technology in my room, such as my fairy lights, or my desk lamp, or simply my fan. So at 9 p.m. she will remind me to remove my makeup, brush my teeth, get in my pajamas, and get in my bed. And at 7 a.m. the next day, she'll just wake me up and tell me, hey, it's time to get up. Get up. The second thing I learned is that you can't just wake up one morning and say, today shall be the day that I shall be organized. Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. To change a sleep schedule, you need to move your bedtimes by slices of 15 to 30 minutes. And the reason why is that for a routine to stick, you can't make drastic moves, which is something that, in all honesty, I'm still struggling with, not going to lie about that. For me, if I truly wanted to get better, I felt like the only choice I had was to take a week calendar, divide each day with 24 hours block, and plan everything to the hour. And guess what? It worked. Because yes, Kevin, planning is also part of organization. I call this tiny weekly calendar my PDM, which is an acronym for Plan a Match, a French term meaning game plan. So every week, that's my game plan. My PDM started as a bullet list because, as I said earlier, you cannot rush organization. And here's the thing. According to multiple fields of researches, to install the routines, to get rid of the bad habits, or to get your life in order, it takes 30 days, more or less, to stick. So, like I said, start slow, grow big. Finally, and that's the most important thing I learned, you cannot keep everything in your head. For example, you know that dissertation that's due in 2 weeks' time in psychology class? Yeah, the one about homosexual platypus and their love for cattail art? Yeah, that one. If you don't write it down and you just keep it in your head, you will forget about it. I'm not saying that if it's the only thing you needed to remember that you wouldn't forget about it. I'm saying that because of everything going on in life, your projects or deadlines, family, the work, the schedules, the appointments, you're bound to forget something at least once. Whether it is phone number or that really important job interview, John. Anyway, keeping everything up, stored up in your mind is the worst idea ever. It is so simple to just take out your phone, write it down, and there you go. You won't forget about it. At least I hope. You've got no excuse. That said, trying to keep everything in your head will simply put more pressure on you, and that negative stress isn't good for you, your health, or your grades. Anxiety and stress, if too much, can lead to burnouts, depressions, bad grades. In other words, writing things down in your paper calendar or your virtual calendar is a good thing, and by far the best way to ease up your mind. And yes, perhaps that making alarms or creating timers is a good idea. But again, it depends on who you are. We all have different ways of being organized, and if you're currently researching, Googling, YouTubing tips, methods, or ways to get yourself more organized, or simply becoming more organized, then I'm proud of you. I'm proud because you're taking that first steps towards getting better. And that's amazing. You should be proud of yourself. In final words, we all have different methods, and that's okay. And even though my bedroom is still a fucking mess, that's okay. Because according to the dictionary, I'm still a teenager, so cut me some slack, Mom. If you wish to learn more about organization, I put a bunch of links down below next to the bibliography. As always, if you like my style, my bad jokes, or my nice Deadpool posters and backgrounds, then you're free to subscribe. If you wish to see more of me, I'm mostly on Wattpad, but I'm also on Twitter and Instagram, but never on Facebook. Never. I hate it. Finally, stay inside, don't lick people's armpits because that's gross, and take a shower, you need it. I'm dead and that's my cue.